Ladies and gentlemen, this is LordNOD at the site of E3 2015. Right now at the FIFA booth, the guys who make the beautiful game. Hey, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Tell us who you are, what do you do?
I'm Matt Pryor, Creative Director for FIFA.
Nice. So Matt, you know FIFA is this annual franchise you've just got into so much in love with. Tell us what's new about FIFA.
Well, it's the most balanced game we've got, and this is kind of why Pele is a perfect mouthpiece for it, because it's the beautiful game this time, and obviously he's all about beautiful football. But yeah, it's one of the times when we've taken a step back as the dev team and just looked at every single system in the game. We've looked at passing, shooting, dribbling, literally everything in the game to create a very balanced experience, because balance is key in any game. In sports games, it's much more important because you don't want attacking to be too powerful or defensive. So we've covered the entire pitch, innovated across the entire pitch to give the most balance, and there's numerous features we've done to do that throughout the game.
Tell us some of those.
So defensive agility, a lot of what we did was driven by community feedback. We have a great relationship with our community, and some of the feedback on 2015 was that the defense, it was too easy to go cut through the defense with the likes of Bale and Ronaldo. So you often see a lot of Real Madrid being played online. So one of the many things we've done to kind of combat that and create this balance, as I keep saying, is defensive agility. So now previously, if you had a pacey attacker running and kind of bobbing and weaving, it was hard for the defender to keep pace and adjust his body to combat that. So just one example is an animation called swing steps, which are now he's much more agile, can turn to kind of keep pace with Ronaldo or Bale or whoever. So it's not as easy to blast past him. So it's just one of many features that kind of, as I say, balances the game much more effectively than we've ever done before.
We also saw something really nice in defense, which was now you defend as a unit, right?
Absolutely.
So everyone comes and moves forward much better and moves back much better.
Absolutely. So that's defensive intelligence, and that's another thing. So now you'll notice the AI, because you're obviously not controlling every defender, will recognize the channels, will recognize the danger. So whereas previously it may not have, so you get a lot of breakaways, players through on goal, you'll now see the defenders much more intelligently recognize that, get goal side and cut out those channels. So again, that's just one of the balancing innovations we've done.
Nice. Moving on to something that is again very unique about FIFA is this, for the first time you've actually got women coming back to this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That was a really important thing for us. It's something we've wanted to do for a long time. We actually looked at it first, I think our first prototype was something like 3 years ago, but at that time our technology wasn't there to do it justice, because it's not just a case of putting a woman's head on a man's body. There's way more to it than that. You know, women move differently, the physics, everything around the women's game is significantly different to the men. So our technology has now got to a point where we're able to we have these incredibly complex systems that we can tune. There's a lot more variables than ever before. So what that allowed us to do was really tune the physics and the gameplay to represent the women's game. And then on top of that, we obviously players move very differently, men from women. So we got a lot of the national teams in, motion captured them, scanned their heads, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we've done it. Like I say, we wanted to do it for a long time. This was the time we felt we could do it justice and do it authentically. So it's something we're very proud of as a dev team to have brought to the game.
I agree with you. I think it's guys, all of you guys who love FIFA, I think you will definitely love this. One very interesting thing that was there in FIFA this year is you've also, I'm just not going to call it lower the bar, but you actually tell people what's a great pass.
Yep.
You're now telling people this is the great pass to do, and you actually visually show which is there. Tell us a little more about that.
So that was hugely important for us. It's important for us as developers that we remember millions of people who come into FIFA 16 will do so for the first time. So it's important to remember that new experience and our game is inherently very complex. That's what makes it so rewarding and so much fun. But at the same time, the nature of football is also non-stop. You know, it's not like other sports where there's natural breaks in play. So those two things combine for potentially a kind of steep learning curve. So the trainer is there to get people to a point where they're really enjoying the game as quickly as possible. And that's done basically by showing on-screen help. You can turn it on or off. And key, you can turn it on or off in any mode, because we know people don't want to go to a kind of dry training mode and train. They want to dive in. They want to experience the excitement of FIFA. So you can literally turn this on and off in any mode. And for the newcomers, it will show the basic fundamentals, so pass, shoot, etc. It's contextual, so it only show you shoot when there's a shooting opportunity. But then it will gradually increase and show you more and more complex functionality. Because one of the ideas behind it was that it teaches every single user of FIFA something. So even if you've played FIFA for 10 years, I encourage you to turn it on, put it up to the top level, and I guarantee you will learn something new about FIFA.
Well guys, this is it. You heard it here for the first time. Last closing questions. When can we have our hands on this?
So our ship date in North America is the 22nd of September.
Nice. FIFA, now, go start playing. LordNOD signing off.